Hi Libra, how are you? Welcome into a brief weekly reading for you. We're going to start off and pull a couple energies from the Sacred Forest Oracle deck, if I can remember the name of it, and then we'll shift on forward to the tarot portion of your reading. But what do we have to begin for my lovely Librans for this upcoming week? Is it a full-on flip? Ooh, Knowledge, the Air Spirit card. So I feel like this is a week where you might find, and the energy surrounding it potentially as well, where your mind is kind of in the clouds. You might find things are a little bit spacey, very imaginative thinking, very much elsewhere at certain points when you're speaking to somebody, connecting with them, maybe accomplishing this or that, and maybe sorting things out, organizing, cleaning, stuff like that is going to take place. And all the meanwhile, there's a lot of drifting away to another world or your imagination once again as I struggle. There's a feeling of you not necessarily wanting to be elsewhere, but just very much a mental week for you. And I wouldn't be surprised, Libra, if this is a time for you where you're churning true knowledge that you're gaining at this time and have rewinding back. Building up in that knowledge bank is what I'm hearing. Turning that knowledge into true prosperity. Absolutely beautiful. And seeing results that leaves you feeling more beautiful. Alrighty. I said that really weird, but it reminds me of times when I succeed. It leaves me feeling more within my beauty. All right. And as weird as that sounds, Spirit's saying you deserve to feel this way. And there are other ways to feel this level of beauty and attraction come to be. There's also a huge focus on your energy and that being quite attractive and desirable all the meanwhile. Thinking about options, potentials for the future. Wouldn't be surprised if some of which drawn to the reading are looking at potential suitors or potential people to date, maybe new friends. Could be looking for a new door to open otherwise for your career or maybe an investment. You might be thinking about how somebody may want to reconnect with you from the past. It feels like a friend of some sort. And they're saying, excuse me, don't forget what you gained awareness-wise, truth-wise when it came to that individual, or the type of energy that you want and don't want in your life at this point in moving forward to honor the transformation of your beautiful Libran path. Love it. But I wouldn't be surprised if your beauty all the meanwhile is taking a focus in several different ways. Taking care of yourself, wanting to look your best, feel your best, continue to be attracting in what you want moving forward, or for select few to start doing so more so. Horrible wording. Let's move on to the Mystic Mondays. I just heard a flower to be blossomed. A flower to be blossomed. What else do we have for Libra? They're saying as well, in the midst of a week and surrounding it where you're very mentally active, let's just put it that way, because it's about to come out the wrong way. It's not going to be a time where you're loving eye contact per se, or feeling very much zoned in on, but there will be inevitable levels and important levels for some of attention taking place. So it will be this kind of vibe where a lot of people will be noticing you online, for some at the very least in person. Again, you're attractive, have great energy, and are owning your stuff all the meanwhile, and kind of on the move, on the go, staying productive, and that can be attractive to certain people. But either way, it feels like this is a time for you to, or where rather, you're going to still be all up in your head, imagining, thinking about, planning, strategizing, and then people are going to be noticing you. As odd as it sounds with the Three of Wands in reverse, there are going to be moments throughout the week where you are going to do really, really well. You're going to be very efficient, of staying in the present moment and not longing for this or that. And they're saying you're utilizing your knowledge that you've gained, whether you realize that or not, on how to best manifest, on how to most efficiently make the best out of what's at hand and see things work in your advantage. And all the meanwhile, I feel like part of which is because there's true abundance to be acknowledged, to be gained, to be rewarded with, if I could even say it, throughout the week and surrounding it, as it is a time where You're being reminded you're not trapped, you're not limited, but there are chances to gain more abundance moving forward and to maintain or bring back this bold, passionate way of being and honor the fact that you're looking and at times feeling good and embodying true success that you're meant for. But it's just a taste of what lies ahead. Very interesting, because I feel like, again, the Three of Pentacles and the Five of Swords at the bottom, you're being noticed. You're being very much zoned in on at certain points, but also being viewed as somebody who deals with certain stresses, right? Is that because of your spirituality? Is it because you're an empath? I always give those two examples, but is it because of that person, place, or situation from your past or in your life currently? Is it because of certain changes or one in particular in your life? The possibilities of what this could represent for you, endless, all right? But you're being noticed, to say the very least, and that feels, I keep saying that, it feels very rewarding, but also maybe a bit uncomfortable at certain points. You know, when you're not looking to be watched and you are. Anyways, but certain levels of heaviness do entail you utilizing that knowledge once again and seeing things feel a little bit lighter moving forward, or at least in that moment. What else do we have for Libra? Coming out, we have the Queen of Cups and the Star card. There's an emotional fulfillment that you're longing for at a certain point throughout the week, and Spirit is saying that this will come to be in the right timing, in the right way. You can't force it. But I do sense that you don't fully or at all see how that's meant to come to be, when it's meant to come to be, or for some, if. But I do sense that there's a focus at certain points throughout the week on wish fulfillment, on gaining what you want, what you need, and having the capability, again, that knowledge, wisdom, and experience to do just that. But for some of which, a select few drawn to the reading, do you really want that? Be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you manifest, because you will see it come to be. And I'm not sure that you have fully visualized or seen what this will entail or look like. You may need to take a moment or two throughout the week and surrounding it to reflect or ask some important questions, but don't overthink all the meanwhile. There's a feeling of you thinking about upgrading moving forward. Is this a person? Okay, no judgment here if it is. Could be a job situation, maybe where to run your business or to become an entrepreneur. Could be a financial or a different type of investment. But I do feel like in regards to channeling your emotions, your intuition, and for some your spirituality to the advantage of something outside of you, you're then gaining justice in regards to that, or maybe even justice outside of that. I hope that made sense. But I wouldn't be surprised if you're feeling things quite strongly throughout the week as well. And that needs to be acknowledged, because I sense that there's something deeper that's rooted that needs to either be worked through, just acknowledged once again, and there may be something to gain otherwise. It's kind of an all over the place sort of reading, but that's sort of the vibe, the feeling of your week, especially when it comes to your mental state. But the Princess of Swords and the Hanged Woman, because I sense that you are gaining information that will adjust your perspective at a certain point throughout the week. Don't question it. This is a gift from Spirit. This is maybe an intuitive hit all the meanwhile. And you need to remember, for some drawn to the reading, that Spirit can give you an intuitive hit. You may think it's your intuition in the moment, but and it may have been an enhancing of which you got an intuitive hit or feeling, and then Spirit enhanced it, so you very much noticed it, ran with it. Anyways, but Spirit can give you an intuition in that moment. The Nine of Wands and the Six of Swords, as well as the Queen of Pentacles, because they're saying that you were meant to leave what is leaving you feeling more like this Nine of Wands behind, and head towards more Queen of Pentacles, grounded, ball in your court sort of energy and way of living your life, however it looks for you. But I sense that you're going to need to remember your worth at a certain point throughout the week, so you can shift on forward towards more beauty, more knowledge, more success, more prosperity in general. But I do feel as if there's predictive nature taking a highlight. whether it's someone else's and or yours. But I do feel as if, again, it's a week where you're looking good, you're feeling good for the most part, and you're thinking about a lot. And that may be partially, for some drawn to the reading like myself, spirit speaking through your thoughts, right? And so piling that on top or combining that with your own individual thoughts can be a lot, right? But it can also be quite beneficial. It's a very independent week where you're very connected. You're very, again, thinking about what lies ahead, what you've been through, and how to make the best out of what lies ahead. You may also be thinking about levels of competition or confrontation from the past and how that connects to your current day situation or the possibilities moving forward. Very interesting all over the place reading once again, where they're saying show your feathers selectively throughout the week, show off selectively throughout the week, and own how you're changing, how the week proceeds, and do your best to simplify at certain points when it comes to your mental state, when it comes to your external reality as well. But move forward and recognize that this is a week where you're turning true knowledge from the past and currently to levels of prosperity. All right, as my voice shakes a bit, I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your week, Libra, and I'll definitely see you next time.